What up, y'all? I'm Kevin Curry, aka Fit Man Cook, and I'm here at Traeger. Today I'm gonna show you how to fire up the grill to make this delicious, smoky, healthy veggie grain bowl that I know you and your family are going to love. Let's get started, y'all. The thing I love most about the Traeger is that it's just so darn easy to use. A lot of people get turned off from grilling and smoking food because there are so many steps. But with the Traeger, it's just as simple as adding in the wood pellets, setting the temperature, and then walking away and coming back to something amazing. Think of it like this. What the slow cooker did for braising, the Traeger does for grilling. All right, y'all, here are the veggies for our veggie grain bowl. I've got some corn here. I'm gonna have some peppers. I've got some bell pepper, and I got a little bit of Texas heat with some serrano peppers. Got some onions, and then we're gonna finish it off with some ripe avocado at the very end though. All right, so before I set the veggies on the grill, I'd like to grease the grates, but here's my little trick. Instead of brushing them, I'm gonna take half of an onion, get a little bit of olive oil or some avocado oil, oil it up, open up the grill, and then rub this over the grates. This helps to prevent the veggies from sticking, but also adds a little bit extra flavor as well. Whenever you cook up your veggies on a Traeger grill, you get delicious, smoky flavor. And that completely changes the flavor profile, but it's all vegetable and plant strong. Here's my hack. Get yourself some frozen rice, add it to a cast iron skillet. You're gonna add in that frozen rice just right here. Look at that. Perfectly cooked rice. All we're gonna do is heat it up on the Traeger. It's gonna get some of that smoky flavor. And the last bit of work is adding in the avocado. We're gonna put that to the back. Now remember, we want ripe avocado, not mushy avocado. There's a big difference. All right, y'all, let's check on these veggies and see what they're looking like. Oh yeah. All right, so let's go back inside and put together our veggie grain bowl. Back inside, and I'm gonna learn y'all just how delicious this smoky veggie grain bowl is. So first thing we're gonna do is prep our corn. You're gonna grab your ear corn. I like to keep everything inside the bowl, less mess, less dishes to wash. Take it, just gonna shave off this delicious corn right into the bowl. And then use your hands or a fork and just break up some of the larger chunks of the corn so that way every spoonful of this salad has a little bit of something different. Moving on to the bell pepper, imagine the hardest part of this recipe is just cutting up all the veggies. I'm gonna slice off the top and we're gonna remove these seeds and then just cut this into chunks. And if you're not a fan of red bell pepper, you can also use some orange or yellow or green. Adding in the red onion. And I like red onion just because I love the bite that it has, but if you're looking for something sweeter, then use a yellow onion or maybe even a shallot. I'm grabbing our peppers. Scrape out with a spoon some of those peppers. That way you'll have less heat, but we still want all of that delicious flavor. And then just slice them up, same size. Adding in the cucumber. Now, got some cherry tomatoes. Now, I just halved mine, but if you want to quarter them, you can do that too. It's gonna add so much moisture to this salad. All right, then we're gonna grab our avocado, and this is why it's so important to get a ripe avocado that's not mushy. You want it firm enough to be able to pop right on out of the skin. We've got a beautiful char on there. Scoop it right on out in its entirety. There you go. The smokiness, oh, I just can't resist it, y'all. All right, so now we're gonna chop this into about 1 inch, ½ inch pieces, and it's firm enough that it's staying together and it's staying intact, but the outside of it is super creamy. We want the creaminess. It makes the salad that much more enjoyable. We're gonna add in our avocado, and let's bring everything together now. We're gonna add in some white wine vinegar. If you're not a fan of vinegar like me, you can also use a little bit of lemon. Then some olive oil. Add in our grains. Oh my gosh, y'all, these smoked grains is changing the game. And if you're not a fan of brown rice, you can also use some quinoa. A pinch of some sea salt and some black pepper. And since this is a Texas-inspired recipe, it's a little bit of hot sauce doesn't hurt anybody. You know, just a little bit. If you want to use Tabasco, great, or some Louisiana hot sauce, whatever, or some Tapatio. Do that. I'm gonna fold everything together. Be gentle, toss the ingredients, don't mash them together, and the creaminess of the avocado will just bring everything together. One thing that I love about this recipe is that it's not just good for a cookout, but it's also good for meal prep. You're gonna eat this and you're gonna be like blown away that, wow, I just ate an entire bowl of grains and veggies, and it was so good, it was so delicious. And then the last thing in here, we're gonna add in some cilantro. And I always add this one last just because I like the freshness of it, but also some people aren't a huge fan of cilantro. Some people it tastes like soap or metal, so you wanna ask your guests beforehand. For me, cilantro's life. Give it a good mix and toss it all together. Now, one thing I've always told people whenever they're making a calorie conscious or healthful meal is that you eat with your eyes. And so you wanna make sure that everything you eat has some color to it because the color represents vitamins, antioxidants, and it makes you feel good. So look at this. We've got a completely smoked veggie and grain bowl that's super colorful and good for us. Okay, now for the tough job, the taste test. Someone's gotta do it, and I will volunteer as tribute for all of y'all. Here we go. Try to get a spoonful with a little bit of everything in there. Look at that hearty bite. Oh. That's a good salad. All right, if you like what you saw with this amazing smoked veggie grain bowl, then head over to Traeger.com/recipes, or you can download the app.